Senator Britt.
Thank you so much, Ranking Member Collins. I want to tell you how much I appreciate your efforts on this important issue. I am proud to support the work that you and Senator Shaheen are doing, proud to work alongside Senator Kennedy and others. I want to tell you all how important it is you continue to tell your story. So Maria, Elise, the people from my home state, Tori and Violet, where are you? Are you out there? Oh, yes. This makes such a difference. You are changing hearts and minds. For me, it was one of my very dear friends, Elizabeth. She has 2 children diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Her telling her story gave me a window into the struggles and sacrifices each and every one of you make. To all of the mamas out there, wow. Thank you for your vigilance. Hey, and the dads too. We appreciate what you're doing each and every day to make sure that every one of these kids can live a happy and healthy and fulfilled life. Please continue to do what you do so that we can make sure that we do our job. Dr. Rogers, your research is needed. It is important so we can continue to make the right decisions here in this body, in this chamber. Unfortunately, in Alabama, diabetes continues to grow. Approximately 568,000 Alabamians suffer with diabetes. That is 12% of the population in my home state. It is estimated that probably 35,000 of these diagnoses have just recently happened. So my question for you is, this continual increase must be stopped. What are we seeing in the research and the development that tells us where this is coming from? What are the triggers? What do we need to know as we sit here today?
Well, thank you for your question, Senator. What is driving certainly the increase in type 1 diabetes in individuals who historically haven't had, the sort of genetic predisposition seems to be something in environment. And again, I think we're going to learn, as I mentioned earlier from this Teddy study, what are some of those environmental triggers. We're also seeing, in answer to our earlier question, diabetes occurring at a much younger age, type 2 diabetes, and this may be the increase that you're referring to in the state of Alabama. In young individuals as well. Some of that is the effect of lifestyle choices in terms of getting less physical activity, sort of being involved mostly behind a screen, a video screen or a television screen or some other screen.
Put those devices down.
And not being as active as you may remember. Our food choices, for example, those seem to be contributing to being overweight, and that in itself acts as it makes the insulin that's in our body not work as well as it should, a condition called insulin resistance. And so I think, there are multiple factors that are driving it, but it certainly is related to a change in the environment. One final thing that I would say, and it certainly is true in Alabama and others, you may be aware that Alabama has one of the highest frequencies of gestational diabetes in any state in the country. And research that we have funded indicates that a mother who develops gestational diabetes not only is at a higher risk for ultimately developing diabetes themselves, but the infant who is in that environment during her developing gestational diabetes is also at a subsequent high risk. And that way you can imagine if that individual is a girl, ultimately, when she becomes a mother, she may also pass that down at a younger and younger age. So that certainly is a contributing factor as well. And we're trying to break that cycle through some very innovative research efforts at the moment.
Thank you so much. I see that my time has expired, but just want to tell all of you, you inspire me. Please keep telling your story. Keep being vigilant. And we have work to do up here, and we are certainly committed to doing it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.